on. What happened?
My disposable pen. All right, so we were on Memorial Day. My parents took me boating, and I was able to take these great pictures, and I had a wonderful time. It was fantastic. However, a tool bag decided to go past our boat with his keel dug way too close to any other boats, because even though we were on our motorboat at the time, I'm aware that motorboaters have no common courtesy. So he comes flying past us with his tail dug way deep in. So my dad went, hold on. And we all had to turn into the wake so we wouldn't capsize. I was sitting on the very bow. I was sitting on the front of the boat in one of the bow seats. And we hit the first wake and I got splashed. And then we hit the second one and it came crashing over. My ass was soaked. My back was soaked. My mother got thrown off her seat and hit the deck.
Oh.
My camera was in my lap, so my camera was protected by my back. My camera bag is pretty insulated, so my lenses were safe. My pen was in my pocket.
Oh no.
It did. It very did.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but you had me at motorboating.
Okay, Sarah, would you like to hear some boat-related justice? Also in theme with Pride?
Oh, I heard about that.
So these guys, so there was the gay boat who was out.
The video was amazing.
And these assholes were doing donuts around them, shouting,
slurs and all that.
Slurs and shit. They were doing that so much they overheated their engine and it exploded. The boat caught on fire. The people jumped off the boat. The first smart idea they had that day. And who should happen to rescue them? The gay boat.
And what kills me about that is if you watch the video, not once were they petty about it. They were just like, yeah, I know, I see, get on the boat.
It's on fire. It's on fire. I see that. Get on the boat.
Yeah, so many people told them that they should have left them stranded, and the people on the gay boat were like, no, we could go to jail for that.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
But they were never. They never did pull a. Now, what did we learn? They never pulled a. This is what
they were still assholes even when they were rescued.
Yeah. Yeah. So a bunch of entitled dickheads. It's like.
And then when security and the fire department came out, they were actually like, "Hey, we saw your boat out last weekend. Hey, what's up? What's up?" Oh, some homophobes. Their boat sank. They deserved it.
Yeah, even like, if I was in charge of that, I'm just like, look, if it was up to me, I left your ass in the middle of the lake. However, that would be considered negligent homicide, and I'm not about that.
It's those moments of, I am 85% close to just leaving your ass in that water.
However, negligent homicide, several years in prison, not a good look.
Oh, how sad. Looks like I'll have to save your asses. Well, while we're at it, let me tell you about how much I love you guys. But Jesus loves you too.
That would have been great. The token Christian on the boat just bombarding them with, here, like, I'm going to beat you with this Bible.
This is why you shouldn't.
Let me tell you how much Jesus said to love one another. Anyway.
Here's a little lesson. Do you know what Jesus said about gay people? Oh, look at that. Nothing.
Jesus is like, guys, I was talking about figs.
I was talking about fruits.
No,
I refuse to say the other word, but Jesus is just like, I was talking about figs.
If someone spelled it. One of my favorite memes is like, why is nobody loving their neighbor? I specifically requested
everyone to love their neighbor.
Love thy neighbor. But what if did I fucking stutter?
Did I fucking stutter? I think one of my favorite guys on TikTok goes to he has like the super conservative guy going over all the things that conservatives do as they things in line with the Bible, and the guy portraying he's just like, bro, no, no, bro,
Bruh.
bruh.
Oh, sweet suffering boulder.
Huh.
Sweet Caroline.
Ba, ba, ba.
Fucking
I'm
white.
sorry, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
she's doing the audio.
I'm sorry, but this is how you get every white person's attention within a 10-mile radius. You just say "Sweet Caroline" and you just listen for the distant "bum bum bum."
That or Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's how the bad
Yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah.
That one gets me. That one absolutely works on me every fucking time. And I'm mad at myself.
If you ever need to
I was
locate
like,
your white friends, just play Bohemian Rhapsody.
No,
Here's
this is
the
how
thing.
this is legitimately how I find my gay friends. Last time I was when I went my first Pride, before I was actually out, I went with them. It was mainly like I am big, leave my friends alone. I had to find them. I went, care. I heard across the way, anybody. Just like,
What were you saying, Sarah?
Back when I was in Civil Air Patrol all those fucking years ago, we had basic encampment. So I was 12 years old. And we had our, end of encampment party. And if for those who don't know, encampment is basically a civilian version of boot camp. And we may have almost killed each other, but that's a whole nother story. So they start playing Bohemian Rhapsody. And of course, I mean, it's like the whitest thing that every high school student does. Everyone's in a circle, right? And there's like two in the middle who are like trying to sing along and realize that they know like half of the lyrics, and I'm just in the back. I'm just like in the circle just because I know the entire thing because I started listening to it when I was 5 years old. And someone goes and pushed me into the middle. I was like, no, I'm leaving now.
of course,
And I'm here and I'm going back.
and of course, who is generally a fairly neutral person, they would try and throw you in at the very intense part. So you think you would know?
Yeah, I used to know it word for word. I probably still do if it's playing.
Yeah, I still I had a guy at an open mic night. He sang it every single night. Every single night he played on the guitar. He'd do Bohemian Rhapsody by himself and just sitting there like, yep.
I can't. I remember very clearly. Me and a handful of my friends. I think Alice was there too. Where we were at Cocoa Beach, and they had this big like karaoke thing going on outside, and this woman decided to sing "Radioactive," and like she was not good.
All right, first things first.
So,
I'm gonna say all the words inside my head. No one.
like
I've been holding back for like 4 songs
it.
now. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I get it. I got it. So she just was not good. And my friend turned to me and said, "For the love of God, Hannah, please, can you like sing it correctly next to me in my ear, please?" And I said, "I got you, fam." And I sang the whole way through, and she said, "Oh, thank you so much."
I had a friend ask me to do that too because we encouraged our friend to go up to open mic night and do a couple songs. He was drunk and tone deaf, so my friend's just like, "Help me." So first time he was like, "I need you to sing something." Like you know what? Go up there and help him. So I sang with him, and I worked out. I kind of moved, but I was a little because he was so drunk he didn't notice. I moved him slightly out of the way of the microphone and just sang for him. He's still doing like his hardest, just like Also, because I subjected Paige to this song, if you want to know a good example of the kind of songs I come up with while being murdered in Dark Souls 2, this is a good example.
One ply toilet paper is like drug sex. It often leads to a finger in your butt. One ply toilet.
That's just like off the top of the head kind of song shit. Just like, who thinks of that? People. People think of that.
White people.
White people.
I have a playlist on Spotify specifically for when I'm around my dad. And he happened to be like looking through my phone. He's like, why does this say for dad? I'm like, because it's when you're here. And I started playing it and he's like, why is Sweet Caroline on this? I was like, Dad, because you are white. And it is your anthem. He's like, I hate this song. I was like, no, you are white. Accept it.
No, you're white. Give in to the trope. This is what we're doing right now.
We say the bop bop bots, okay? Give up.
I have yet to hear or at least see a white person not do the bop 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 and not look like they're about to die.
Usually don't. I also managed to avoid the Journey obsession despite being from Jersey. We don't talk about it.
Everything's legal.
Everything is
My
legal in
sister
New
became-
Jersey.
My sister made it a requirement that no one was allowed. Like she told the DJ, she's like, there are 2 artists on our band music list. It's Journey and Springsteen.
Oh God. How more white can you get?
He's like, nope, we're not doing that shit. Everyone here is from New Jersey. We ain't doing that shit.
So there's a traditional, very white, but specifically UK white song that happens at near enough every nightclub when it plays the cheesy stuff. It's 500 Miles by the Proclaimers.
I fucking
And
love
I
that
would
song.
walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more.
Just a
That
bit
is-
of man who walked
Yeah,
1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Da-da-da-da.
Admittedly, the way most white people react to Sweet Caroline is how I react to that song. If it plays, I will march the entire fucking song because it's the only way to dance.
So, what was it? So, I don't think it was New Year's Eve, but it was me, Brandon, and No, it was when I was visiting. Me, Brandon, and Amy went to Cat House, and it was a specific day when they weren't playing the usual metal. It was like cheesy shit, and they played the Macarena, and then soon after the Macarena, they played Cotton Eye Joe, and me, Brandon, Amy were just hands on thighs going, really?
I'm
Fine.
gonna throw up the wobble next.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby,
Wobble,
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 wobble.
baby. Also, hi, Tony. Tony says, hello, hope you're all well. Just passing by, so have fun and stay safe. Also, if you needed to hear it, you are more than enough. You have come a long way. You deserve to be happy. See you guys later. Thank you, Tony!
Thanks, Tony.
Hey, Tony. Love you.
He's such a fucker.
I love how everyone's like, love you, Tony, and then Sarah like, you're such a fucker.
What's
In
your
my
name?
defense- In my defense,
Tony.
I keep having to
Fuck
explain
you,
to people. I'm
Tony.
like, that is my love language. If I'm a dick to you, that is my love language.
Sarah, I thought we were friends. You're super nice to me all the time.
I'm an asshole to you all the time. And you know it.
Like-
I thought we were best friends.
I am constantly an asshole to you. That's how you know we are best friends.
Like, you guys know that like, to those who are okay with the word, if I call you a cunt, it's in a term of endearment. like for the most part. It's when I'm if I'm using that word and smiling, it's a term of endearment. If I'm deadpan and saying it,
Fine.
we have an issue. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. I think my favorite person I've ever heard say it is Ian McKellen, because he was asked, "What is your least favorite word?"
Yes.
And his response was, "Cunt." There's nothing wrong with a cunt, so I'm told,
So
because
I'm
he
told.
is so very gay.
Oh,
But it's just being used to swear word, like just like he just, it's just like that is the classiest swear I've ever heard someone say that word.
Can I interrupt this train of thought for a second?
Of course you can.
From the people that brought you Boba Fetish, the boba tea place, comes the sequel, Koala Tea.
Go away,
I
Brian.
need this. I need this in my life.
Koala Tea, boba, and I don't know, confections or something. It's a work in
Fuck
progress.
off, Brian.
Oh,
But
no,
also,
no.
Boba Fetish needs to be a fucking boba place like yesterday.
It's a boba tea / sex shop. That's what we discussed.
Like, first floor, Boba Tea Cafe. Basement, Mando Strip Club.
It's
It's
No,
basically a
just-
Spencer's but with drinks.
So like always wearing the helmet, but
It's
everything
Star
else
Wars
off.
themed.
I couldn't do the bright pink or bright blue and be in a Calypso headspace, so I had to change.
Mhm.
That's
But
fair.
no, imagine this. What it is a Barnes and Noble for smut books.
Oh my god, just like all the Star Wars smut that exists, you can get
Wait,
it
hold
in
on.
book form.
I actually think
But
there is.
and then it makes sense for it to be a boba cafe because people can sit and drink their boba and read their smut.
So I
Wow,
think
Boba!
there is a place in San Francisco, obviously, because San Francisco, that is a cafe, craft store, kinky. I want to say kinky gear or kinky literature, but it's not boba tea. It's like proper tea.
I have one place.
Ooh! Proper tea. Kinky boba place. Done.
Write
Did
that
it.
shit down! Write it down!
Write it down,
Brian.
Also, I
Yeah.
have one. I know of one place that tops all of that. Just the entire area of Soho, London.
You say that, and Hannah goes, "Nope."
We've been live for nearly 20 minutes and we're talking about kink tea.
Welcome to the channel, guys.
We have already entered D&D After Dark.
Proper tea. I
To
can't
be honest,
believe
we've entered After Dark like way sooner. Let's be fair.
We live in After Dark, let's be honest.
We all have permanent dark vision because of it.
Why is it always on Hannah's staying to DM though?
We really should stop that.
We
Yeah.
do love you, Hannah.
I love you guys.
Levels.
I mean, she should be used to it, especially the messages I sent her earlier today.
That expression, though.
Hannah, I
That's
swear
a story
it was,
for another time.
I'm telling you, it was huge. It was huge.
Mm.
It scared me.
Honestly, I
have
would be
concern.
scared too.
Yeah.
As a big ass alligator.
Yep.
Oh, I did not think we were talking about alligators at all.
Well, look, it's Florida. What do you think?
Yeah.
All you said was it was huge and I was uncomfortable. I mean, that could be so many things.
Why do you think I left?
Y'all need to get your minds out of the gutter. I found this picture of this big ass alligator and I asked her if she's seen those in Florida.
Paige, I don't know if you know this, but my mind is a permanent gutter.
I don't know. Maybe you need to call a storm cellar company about that.
Still one of the
Or a
best.
plumber.
Or a plumber. Yeah.
someone did a comedy sketch about it, which is why I know of it, but it's still one of the best Florida Man articles is Florida Man throws alligator through drive-through window to rob place. Like, he would drive through and throws an alligator through the window so he can rob them. Like,
I have
what
a
the
buddy down
fuck,
in
Florida
Florida.
Man?
I have a buddy down in Florida who unironically calls alligators water puppies. That is the wrong kind of water puppy. We're talking about otters, maybe seals, not gators. You fucking crazy man.
You
My
can
friend
sell
is literally Florida man. He's currently serving 6 months in jail for throwing an alligator in the direction of somebody. He's just.
Wait, is he the guy who threw the alligator into a Burger King to rob the place?
I don't think so.
You would have put a past him?
Okay, we need to put a pin in that and get to playing D&D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I just add one more thing to that article?
Oh my fucking god, Sarah.
I will be fast.
They all say that.
They ended the article with drugs were not suspected to be in play. Continue.
Okay.
Happy Pride Month,
Florida man.
everyone. We love you. Hannah,
Uh,
I think this is a good time to take it away.
cool. Do we have any announcements or anything?
Nope.
Happy
Yes.
Pride.
I'm hella gay.
You...
We know.
I'm getting married. We've taken out tomorrow. Expect some strange vids of me not being entirely lucid.
I have a question.
Yes, she's getting her wisdom teeth taken out tomorrow.
Have we congratulated you on stream for graduating?
We have not.
Oh, congratulations!
Welcome to the real world, bitch. It sucks.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Welcome
Her
to
cake.
the world.
Her cake said, "Congratulations! What did you win? More school."
Yay! The worst prize ever.
Yay. What do I win?
Hey,
A sad
sad
feeling.
That feeling.
Oh,
that's what it was
oh.
inspired by. That was the inspiration for my cake letter. But thank you guys. Thank
Welcome
you.
Welcome to adulthood. There are no refunds, exchanges, or takes backsies.
Awesome. I will spit
Go on,
in
take
people's
back.
faces.
Yeah, and for those of you who have not graduated or didn't graduate, it is not anything to be ashamed of to go back to school. I did it. I had to go like the following year to finish my diploma, and I still got it. So, you know.
Period.
Any progress is progress.
Yes.
Period.
Anyway, so if we don't have any announcements,
Just real
yes.
quick. Just a
Sarah.
real quick one. I've been adding more photos today to my Society 6 and Redbubble shops, so check those out. And they have recently added to Society 6 yoga towels. So instead of just the full yoga mats like I have had in the past, they're still there. It's something a little bit lighter and easier if you want to take your yoga to the beach. That is all.
Very nice. Anybody else?
Nope.
Okay. Alrighty. Well then. Last chapter, the group ended up arguing with the liegeman named Jessica. In a fit of anger and aggravation by Inger, Jessica grabbed Inger by the throat and used vampiric touch, which set the entire party into initiative order. With zombies and ghosts and very nasty spells, the group was successful. Not without getting a couple scars. Dowen decided to knock Jessica out before the party could use any more force against her. Fractum, in a very intriguing fashion, decided to cast Remove Curse on Jessica. And just for that curiosity, I'm like, I have to reward this. Let's go with it and see what happens. Because that was brilliant.
And I encourage all of you to do something crazy every once in a while. Because, like, that was amazing. In the process, her consciousness emerged and she was extremely cautious of how loud they were. She told the group that the liegemen were watching them all very closely and that the god killer will kill everybody. She also warned them and told them to find all of the crystals. But as she was warning the group, she began to decay from the inside out with a gross green acid. Calypso tried to take the head of Jessica, but it unfortunately decayed before she could, put it away somewhere. Uriel instinctively placed his hand on the gravesite of Stephen, and another crystal piece flew into his hand from under the ground. The Pandor paranormal investigator group decided that this was not at all what they wanted and decided to disband their paranormal group and try different hobbies instead. The last shot of the night was that as the group was leaving, the ghost of Chiefess Fleda Creston, the first founder of Creston, was standing on top of the fort, staring down at them, waving before disappearing. So, once upon a time,
not long ago,
I was a hoe, and I'm admitting it.
I was a hoe. Points at Uriel. Yes.
I honestly thought some of you were going to go Drax was a hoe, and I'm like, I have the paper ready.
No, not in this game. No, that was Uriel when he was young. Uriel was a hoe.
So, you guys are now heading back to the city Willow, where you got the kiddos. And after a much, scary moment, you all have some peace now, which is nice. The weird silence that was surrounding the fort, it has now disappeared. It's filled with noise again and birds and wind and all that good stuff as you guys leave. So, is there anything that you guys would like to do while you all are heading back?
I'd like to check in with the kiddos.
Okay.
They're holding up.
Who do you want to talk to?
I think first I will talk to my little compadre,
Sean.
See how he's holding up.
Okay. What do you want to say?
He'll kind of like sidle up to him. Sean, is that what is that?
He's just staring and walking. He's a little shell-shocked.
Ooh, would you like some water? You seem a little shaken.
Water. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I could use some water.
I'll hand him the water skin.
He'll take it and take a big swig, and then pour a little bit on his face.
Trying to splash himself.
Yeah.
So just yeah, I that's fair. It's not
I didn't expect all that to happen.
To be honest, neither did we. Undead. Now that's a new one. That's something I've found for a while. Yeah. Do you understand why we decided to come with you now?
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go up to Ashkala and stay with my brother.
He's actually in Ember at the moment.
Yeah, I think he set up shop. He was excited about going there.
I'm sure we can secure you some safe passage there. A little more direct. You should probably clear that with your folks first, and then we can get it all set up for you. I'm sure he'll be happy to have a helpful hand around the shop.
He'd probably be more excited that I'm just out of trouble now.
Now, the real question is, do you tell him about all of the nonsense we just went through? Or do you tell him that maybe ghost hunting isn't, or do you simplify it as maybe ghost hunting isn't exactly what I thought it'd be?
See, I'd like to do that, but knowing my brother, he knows me a little too well. So if I just say, hey, paranormal investigating wasn't exactly what I expected, I think I'm going to do something different, he's going to be like, what happened?
He kind of rubs his head like, as an older brother, I can kind of, yeah, that's about right. I wouldn't accept that kind of half-assed answer for my little brother either.
Yeah.
It'll take you time to process it all. Death and all that. That's some. I mean, to be completely honest, it wasn't any more fun for us to deal with than it was for you to see. It's a lot of. I can't. It'd be irresponsible of me to sugarcoat it for you. There's a lot of crazy shit in this world. A lot of crazy people. A lot of crazy and dangerous things. So
you're lucky that you have your friends. That would have been pretty nasty.
I am. I am glad I found some people to help me out. But you got your friends, and maybe leave the adventuring for when you're a little longer in the legs.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if you and your brother ever come up to Ashkala while I'm in town doing on business and such, we'll go a few rounds. We'll teach you how to work a short sword or two.
Well, I mean, my brother Harrison is really good at forging.
Picking up a trade.
Speaking of, like, my brother really likes forging stuff. I'm pretty sure that if you guys go and see him, he could make something really special for you guys. He really loves his details.
Considering it, well, considering we came all this way in parts to find out what you were up to, and now that we've done that, taking you back to your brother might get us a new. We've got a lot to think of, but let's just focus on getting you all back to Willow for now, and work on a plan later. But that's not a bad idea.
All right.
We'll go to. He'll kind of pat his head, and then he'll kind of go to the quiet child.
Hold on. I have so many NPCs that I'm like, wait, which one is this one again?
Let's move. I know this.
No. Wait, what am I doing? I can literally just go to my flipping there. My lord. No. Here we go. Daniel is the Phoenix / Siren hybrid, and he's kind of the quiet, stoic kid.
Yeah, I'll check on him next and sort of kind of nudge Darwin and sort of look towards the third child that he was palling around with. It's kind of like
Chloe.
So yeah, he's kind of like he's talking to me like, like you said that one.
Wait, hold on. Did you say Daniel?
Yes, Daniel.
Oh, Fractum would be talking to them because they were kind of like buddy buddy during that adventure.
Yeah, he'll check. Is like, okay, you got that one. You got that one. I got this one. Cool.
And then we'll have our own children when we get back to town.
Yeah. Oh god. I don't think
Calypso, Inga, and Candela.
Actually, I figure Calypso's probably walking next to one of the sulking, sad little children. And if they're quiet for too long, she's just going to go, for Asmodeus' sake, stop sulking. Did you think this was going to be an easy task? If you don't like how that ended, then get better so you can handle the issues yourself. Understand?
I think you're talking to Chloe here. She just looks up at you and goes, yeah, maybe you should take your own advice sometime.
In the distance, you just hear Candela go, I like her now.
My point is, fine. This was a little bit more intense than you were expecting. Fine. Buck up, figure it out, and try again. That is all.
I wasn't sulking exactly. Just trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do next.
Don't wait too long.
Or what? I'll grow old like you.
You'll miss out.
But like in the back of Calypso's mind is like,
Calypso's gonna murder this bitch.
Calypso's like, I am focused on helping you at the moment. But the back of her mind is just like, fuck, that was good.
Fractum in the back of their mind is like, protection spells, whatever. About spells, fuck.
Or you'll miss out, small one. Tired of these crotch goblins.
She
just mutters to herself as they're walking.
She is going to kind of go, and she's gonna hug you.
Oh God, get it off, get it off, get it off.
Oh, what the fuck? There's a raised hand option?
There's a raised hand option. You can raise hand by pressing the 3 buttons in the corner of your screen.
Yeah.
Or at least it used to be.
Here I found it in reactions.
Where the fuck is reactions?
It's at the bottom, where they share screen and chat.
All I have is...
Oh God. It rearranges the screen.
Ta-da!
Yeah. Well, what we can do is, like, for everyone that has that feature, maybe use the raise hand option in case you like have something in mind to do.
I don't have raised hand. I just have heart.
Okay, then we can use that stuff too. That works.
The emojis are at the top. There should be a bar at the bottom that says raise hand, but if not, then just use one of the other.
I just don't know how to lower hand once you raise it.
Yeah, like when you're done, just go back and click raise hand again when you lower it.
Oh, to lower it? Okay.
So this child is clinging on to me.
Yes, she's hugging you, and because she's a centaur, she's pretty strong. So
I'm
she's
trying to push her away. No.
She's going.
Get it off. Get it off.
You need a hug.
God, get it off.
No, you need one.
Grumbling and like pushing and elbowing.
Do you want to be an old crotchety lady your whole
I am
life?
an old crotchety lady. Fuck off.
She finally lets go. It's just like, I will do that again.
I will end you.
Hey, that's my line.
And she continues walking.
Crossovers.
And she walks next to Dowan.
Fractum, do you want to do your thing with your chillin'?
Oh,
Daniel.
Daniel, Fractum's just gonna try to be like as like convivial and yet relaxed and chill despite everything that just happened. And it's just gonna like kind of like keep an eye on Daniel, but not like try to pry too much. And then at some point when there's a pause, Fractum's gonna be like, "So, do the kids treat you all right, or?"
Yeah, they treat me just fine.
All right.
I just kind of, I don't like to talk much.
Oh, that's fair. I'm kind of the same way. But if you ever do want to talk, just feel free to reach out. You have pretty good friends here, although that one looks like trouble. And Fractum will point to little Miss Sassy Pants.
Yeah, off
I
gets.
was about to say
off.
Sean, because Sean is the one who instigates everything.
But yeah, if there's no other small talk, then yeah, Fractum's just gonna be like that supportive, like big brother, little brother kind of thing.
And like, he's mainly quiet for the most part, but every once in a while, he'll like ask a question.
Okay.
Like for example, he's walking along, it's just like, so you're a hybrid too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, my father was an Ashen Phoenix, and my mother was a dark wood elf, or you get the gist.
My mom is a phoenix, and my dad is a siren.
Nice. Do you get along with them, or?
Yeah.
Good.
I love them.
I didn't have the good fortune to know my parents too long.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I find that in life, the things that challenge us make us better if we are willing to learn from them.
Did you get bullied a lot?
I wish I could say that I didn't, but Frackham's gonna look to the group and just see if anyone's like peeping or creeping. I had a rough childhood. Trigger warning. They're going to sort of unribbon the ribbons on their arms to show off what's underneath. And it's
Not pretty.
signs of years of being bullied. So if it wasn't for my patron, I probably wouldn't be here. But thanks to them and to this group of adventurers, I found my way out of the darkness, if that makes sense. Sorry, I don't mean to be so depressing.
It's okay. I I like to go and read a lot.
There's plenty of adventures to be found in books and knowledge as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what path you want to take, since ghost hunting seems to be off the table now?
I mean, there's a lot of options. I could do cooking. I could go learn tapestry making from the phoenixes. They're really good at that. Or
Yeah. Yeah.
but think think maybe I want to open my own library.
Okay. That's quite an endeavor, but I feel like if your heart is in it, then it's a journey you should try to take.
I like reading, so
You know, she wouldn't necessarily admit this, but I believe that Calypso enjoys reading as well.
Mm.
And I believe Ariel has maybe some resources that could help you get started at the very least, if you wish to talk to them. But you know, whatever path you take, find people that you trust and that you can rely on, because as you saw, danger lies around every corner, and you'll want people that have your back.
I like stories of adventures and stuff, but I don't know. I kind of like it from the safety of my own home.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I think I'd rather just find somebody to settle down with and have a library of my own and have people come in and read when they want, because it brought me joy. So I would like to share that with other people.
Yeah, it's a great goal. I tell you what, I'll talk to some of the book vendors and the, the places of worship and noble houses and see if we can't find you some books to get you started.
Thanks.
But don't forget, books are fun. Don't be afraid. And Fractum will sort of like gesture with their hand using the light cantrip, followed by prestidigitation, and then produce flame in sequence to sort of like flourish and be like, don't forget to use your imagination.
He kind of does like like this thing where he's like, okay, he like puts his hands out and creates a burst of flames, and at the last second it turns into a bubble that pops.
Fractum will audibly clap. That was very impressive.
Thanks.
Just be careful around the books now.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little more in touch with my siren side rather than my phoenix side, but it makes reading books easier at night though.
Yeah, no. I prefer the moonlight whenever possible, but
the moon's pretty.
Yeah. If it's possible for the rest of the journey, I can work with them on the light cantrip.
Yeah.
This one's a little less risky, and go over the maneuvers to see if they can start to learn it or try to master it.
Yeah, you do that, and he gets it pretty quickly.
Yay!
You could tell this kid is smart. Like he likes to learn. He takes a lot of information.
Yeah. I got plans for this dude. Can introduce
Is there
you.
anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. Dallin, would you like to do anything with Chloe?
Yeah, so mainly just he'll kind of just nudge her gently.
She's walking along,
First.
she kind of topples a little bit, like teeters, and then just like poof with her shoulder.
How you holding up?
I'm okay.
How are you really holding up?
I'm okay. I don't really hide shit exactly. I'm okay. I'm a little meh about the whole situation, but I'm just glad that no one really got hurt.
Yeah, that's always a good sign, but how much of the last bit did you see?
Her going down or the fighting?
After the fighting of... Yeah.
Nope.
Inside check.
Go for it.
Fuck, what's my insight again? Probably not great. No. 15?
Ooh, meet it and beat it. Nice.
Yes.
Dang. Yeah, so you can tell by that nope. She like looks away right as she says it, so you're like, you totally saw what just happened.
He'll kind of go... Really? So you didn't see them melt in a pool of red acid?
Green.
Busted.
Wow, I feel gotten as the DM feel gotten. Yeah, she absolutely says green. Yeah.
So you didn't see anything, right?
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and I'm just gonna walk ahead. Okay, see ya.
Nope. I'm not gonna scold you for seeing. I'm not gonna do anything negative to you for seeing it because it was something out of our and your control.
Why did she disintegrate like that?
My best guess, her employer did not want any loose ends.
That's scary.
That's the world.
I don't like that.
Want my personal advice?
Sure.
Don't try to hide the fact or change the fact that you saw something like that. You saw it. It happened. Best thing to do is acknowledge it and just try to move on. You want to hear something kind of embarrassing? I threw up on my first hunt.
You threw up on your first hunt?
Yeah, I was a squeamish little boy. First sight of blood. Bleh.
Oh, you poor thing. And she like pats your side.
He will look down, just going.
He hears from over to the side where Yuri is. Just a quick snort, like.
I'm gonna let that slide. But I can tell you now, since then I have done some very questionable things to some people who probably didn't deserve it. I'm not saying that's how you're gonna end up. I'm not saying it's a healthy way to move on, because it really is not. But the best advice that I can give you is use it to make sure that doesn't happen to anyone who is not deserving.
Yeah. Makes sense. Want to race?
Oh, and like Darwin audibly like arches his back so his spine clicks and just.
Ooh.
Oh. Depends. Are you ready to lose?
Bring it on, you big huffed motherfucker.
Language!
You're no better!
I'm an adult, I have rights!
Alright. Is that like a tree line in the distance that is like a decent goal marker?
Yeah, she'll be like, you see that dead tree over there? The white one?
Mm-hmm.
That's the finish line.
Oh, my sweet summer child, you're about to get your ass whooped. However, there are rules.
Okay.
It is a straight race. You're not allowed to cheat or cause the other person from tripping.
Sounds fair.
And Darwin turns to the rest of them. Who wants to see me kick this young one's ass in the race?
I do.
Same.
All right, let's go.
All right.
It's okay. I'll humor you. You can do this, Cleo.
Chloe.
I know.
Oh wow.
I'm getting close to pulling out the quarterstaff and bonking some children.
Anyway, so here's how it's gonna go. We're gonna do 3 straight rolls, kind of like a game of rock paper scissors. Best 2 out of 3 wins.
All right.
All right, ready? Go. Okay. Ooh. So first roll, she rolled a 13. Second roll was 12. Third roll was 3.
6, 16, 16.
All right, so she gets a good leg up on the first like quarter of the way. She's like sprinting ahead of you, and you're like, whoa, okay. Even though she's scrawny, like, dang,
Yeah,
okay.
he's doing like that double take of, what? Oh, no.
Like halfway through, you guys meet neck and neck. And just at like that last quarter, you go, and like sprint forward ahead of her.
Eat my dust.
You get to the tree first as she gets there, she slaps her hand on the tree and just goes, I had you go in there for a second.
Only for that split second, though.
I'll get you next time, you old geezer.
I'll come find you when I want to rematch.
All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna do a thing here. Okay, first thing. He is. First thing he's gonna do is give him his water skin. Give her his water skin. Take that.
Okay. She takes this one.
So the second thing he's gonna do is pull out his great sword.
What are you doing?
A parting gift. One that I may bring back later. One that I may collect later. You just hold on to it for me, okay?
And she like hesitantly takes it. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Okay, but I do want hope that you understand that you have now entrusted me with this, and if I am not under adult supervision, something may go horribly wrong.
Consider this your first lesson. Both hands on the handle.
She like holds it and is like,
If you want better leverage, separate the hands.
like
How's
that.
feel? Yep.
Like on the ground. That's heavy. But that's cool.
Take a swing at the tree. Did she leave like a decent gash in the tree?
Yeah.
You've got some hidden power.
Yeah. It's kind of my secret. I'm always angry.
So am I. Oh my god, I'm training the next progeny of barbarians.
Yes. Did no one catch that reference?
I caught that reference. I caught that reference.
Oh no, I did.
Anyway.
I'm just keep practicing, and I better see progress by the next time I see you.
Yeah, all right. She like does that like punch on your side. It's not like hard at all. It's just a.
I'll make you a deal. You keep making progress, you can keep it. If you don't make progress, I'll take it. And then you have to get your own.
So you're saying if I don't practice, I get my own sword?
Wait until you see how much they cost.
Yeah, all right.
Trust me, everything I have, I didn't get for free.
That's
And Darwin will like take his great axe and just cleave straight into the tree, just sort of like proof point, just.
That's cool. Can you do that again?
Hold on, is that a living tree or a dead tree?
Dead tree.
Dead tree.
Just had to clarify. Nature.
And we're doing the live one, even I.
Yeah, they do have the Rectum and Ariel, the two nature nerds.
What are you doing? They speak for the trees.
We speak for the trees.
And for some fucking reason to speak in Vietnamese.
I'll put some fucking arrows in your goddamn knee.
That could have not been timed perfectly.
And he disappeared before Hannah could see.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh, I wonder if I can
I
clip
love
that.
you,
in
Brian. I
time.
love you so much.
Oh, clip that, please.
All right, it's saved to my clipboard, so.
Yes.
Give me one moment.
She's plotting our death now because of that.
Well, since when am I not plotting your deaths?
Is that the role of the DM?
No.
No. So yeah. And he'll kind of like give a rudimentary belt and sheath for her as well, so she's not lugging it around.
Okay. She like lugs it over her back so that she can carry it properly.
I'm going to remove the greatsword from my inventory now. After that, he's just gonna chill and chat shit with her. And yeah, that's all I want to do.
Okie dokie. I will get to Inger next. Just give me one moment to type something down, and I will be right with you. In the meantime, talks amongst yourselves.
Candela just randomly produced a bag of potato chips.
There's one down.
Oh, the Lorax is waiting for you.
Uriel's just kind of like eyeing the crystal.
Candela's just kind of humming. Tell everybody I'm on my way. New friends and new places to see. She's kind of off key at the moment.
It's the potato chips. Turn her off.
You got a mouthful of potato chips, and she's singing "Tell everybody I'm on my way" from Brother Bear.
Yep. But yeah, you just
Calypso is debating how much you need to breathe.
She doesn't fucking care.
You're welcome, Jeff.
I accept murder.
I'm going to commit suicide.
And she also just pulls out a 2-liter of ginger ale.
Good God. Hey.
I fucking love ginger ale, okay? Okay, hear me out. What straight person drinks ginger ale from the 2-liter? None, I tell you.
Does that work with all pop as well? Because sometimes I drink straight out of the bottle.
That's the only straight thing about you then. Hey.
That was. You know what? Candela gained inspiration.
Yes!
Bullshit!
You get inspiration.
It was the comment. It was the timing. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
You get inspiration for Mitch's suffering. That is amazing.
absolutely.
I would like
Clip
to put
that shit. Someone clip that shit.
I would like to put in a formal complaint.
I would like to also suggest that Brian also receives a point of inspiration
For the Lorax.
for bringing out the Lorax.
Next time.
She has to actually
All right,
witness seeing
now,
the
Inga.
Lorax.
Inga, my dear, what is it that you would like to do? I see that your hand is raised.
It's been raised for so long.
I know, I'm so sorry.
My
I
arm
thought
is so
you just figured
tired.
out how to do it and didn't turn it off.
No! No! I raised my hand with intention. You live with me. You know this. I've been in public spaces and raised my hand and kept it raised until I have said the thing I need to say.
All right. What is it that you would like to do?
Okay. So, at this point now, all of the kids are like split up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna slide up to Sean. And,
Okay. He's walking next to Uriel.
Okay, right. So I'm gonna be walking next to him and go, so that was pretty traumatic, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty scary.
But you're not going to just like leave all of the ghosting business, are you?
I don't know. That was enough to kind of make me reconsider my life.
Well, that wasn't a ghost. That was a person.
No, but she made stuff appear.
Everyone makes stuff appear.
Yeah, but like that was a place that was supposed to be haunted and somebody very dangerous was there. I don't think that going to abandoned places like that is a good idea.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point and the reason why it's fun.
Why are you talking to me?
I don't know. I like making people uncomfortable.
Well, you do a good job at it.
Ah, thank you. You're the first person who's ever actually complimented me on that. I would talk to what's his face? I don't know. We'll call him Doug for now because I haven't interacted with him yet. But he's so quiet. I don't know what to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ignoring me now?
No.
Do you know how rude that is to ignore someone when they're talking to you and having a conversation?
I'm not ignoring you. I said, mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. You said, mm-hmm. You know what? That's what's wrong with kids these days. They are so
You're younger than
disrespectful.
me.
Hey, you're assuming, okay? I know I look great for my age, but you need to show some respect to people. What is that kid's name? I completely forgot.
Daniel?
Daniel. I don't know why I wanted to call him like some stupid adult name. I was calling him Doug. I was close though. I was really close. I'm gonna take one of my ball bearings and just throw it at Daniel. Just very gently.
Okay. Where are you aiming specifically?
Just at it just hit Daniel.
It hits like the back of his shoulder, and he's like,
I'm gonna wave at him. I'm gonna say, hi. I haven't bullied you yet, and I figured I should make it a little bit equal because I've picked on everyone else in your friend group, but I haven't picked on you yet, so loser.
so
Walk away.
let me, before you walk away, he says, so let me get this straight. You
Okay.
bully other people, right?
Mhm.
Because you think it's fun.
Mhm.
When in reality, you actually feel extremely neglected, feel like nothing, feel incredibly insecure about yourself. So instead, you put other people down just so that you could feel better about yourself because you feel like you don't ever fit in the world that should be tailored for you to fit in.
No, that's not it at all. You're a terrible therapist. And then I walk away.
He like looks at Bractum and goes,
Oh wait, was that Daniel you were talking to?
yeah.
Oh, then Fractum's gonna be like, Inga, what did we say about bullying?
No one ever said anything about bullying.
Okay, well let me reiterate, we don't tolerate
Actually, last time that I did it in front of the whole group, you all backed me up and started to punish Cleo, so you're not setting a very
It's
good
bullying.
example. The point that you're trying to make is that bullying is bad. You haven't made that very clear.
Fractum's gonna use prestidigitation to have have their eyes flare orange. Be like, no, bullying.
Okay. I mean, I can't like take back what I've already done, but I mean,
All right, fine.
if it makes you feel better telling me that.
No future bullying. Pranks are different. Pranks are different. We allow pranks, especially on Calypso.
Oh,
How's
but
it feeling
Calypso is
now?
so pretty. But Calypso is so pretty and cool. I don't want to pull pranks on her.
All right, well, we'll circle back to this. We'll find someone to prank.
Okay.
And then Fractum will go back over to Daniel. All right, bud. So when you're using the light cantrip,
Yeah. ...
Dot.
Cute. Inga, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm just gonna walk over to Candela and just chill with her. And that's all I wanted to do.
She passes you some potato chips.
Period.
Candela, is there anything that you would like to do, especially with Inga? No?
I didn't plan to live this far.
I don't know. I didn't come this far.
No, she's just kind of walking quietly beside Inga and repressing what she witnessed in the graveyard.
Sure.
And just munching on this random junk food that I have her pull out of the ether. She is the Tony Stark of this group.
Oh my gosh.
Blueberry?
Blueberry?
That's not even a Tony Stark thing. That's a Robert Downey Jr. thing. They couldn't stop him.
He hid snacks all around the set. They were like, how is he doing this?
So they just fucking kept it in the cuts. They're like, why does he have that now?
Yeah, I don't have anything planned for her at the moment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I will do a little bit of a jump. So you guys spend basically all day heading back to Willow. You guys come in through the front gate. It's a small gate. Very cute. You guys are back. It's about sunset. It's very pretty, especially through the trees. It is very lovely. And just as you walk in, Dallin, a small pigeon flies to your shoulder, has a little roll of paper in its beak, and drops it into your hand.
Oh.
And I'm going to send that to you.
I
I'm sorry,
immediately kind of like cartoon scooch over. What you got there?
You actually have friends.
Bird flies off.
Bye, birdie.
You know, I'm just as surprised as I am. Let me know when you have some, okay?
Whatever you say, my lord. Goes off to the tavern.
Oh shit! She pulled out my boy. Oh
Like,
boy!
You're
Whoa.
like, ooh.
You know what?
Ooh, that's gonna sting.
Calypso gained inspiration.
What the actual fuck? What is this bullshit?
I didn't know that you
That
were...
one?
Okay.
You know
but
what? No.
Calypso
Everyone gain inspiration right now.
Except
You
for
too,
Darwin.
Gowan.
I already have it. That's why-
Gowan,
that's why I'm not already-
Gowan, you gain inspiration from the note. Everyone gets inspiration.
Yay.
Okay.
Why?
Because
Why?
I'm feeling generous.
In my
Mm.
defense, Calypso knows that referring to his social status triggers Darwin, so she uses it on a regular basis.
He's gonna take the note. I don't know. Basically into response to Calypso. Not Calypso, Candela. I don't know. But I'll read it later. And he pockets it.
Aren't you supposed to, like, read messages right away? What if it's something important? What if it's from the king?
Then the king can get fucked, you hear from the figure walking towards the bar.
He'll unveil the note just a little bit and see the name that it's signed.
Yep.
It's not from the king.
But what if it's still important?
If it's important, I'll let you guys know.
Why
But first
would
of
you
all,
let us know now?
because you're being nosy.
That's what I do.
I'm aware, but I don't have to indulge you.
You're lame. And she walks away towards the tavern.
I've been called worse.
Bet! And she continues walking.
The savagery of this episode.
Honestly.
So Darren's gonna pocket the note. And then he'll just walk with the other party members.
Yeah, as an annoying little shit, I follow after Calypso to the tavern.
So, yeah, it's about sunset time. It's night is creeping in. It's a beautiful night, nice cool breeze. All of the kids bid their goodbyes and head home to their rightful places.
Factum will go with them just so they have a chaperone.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Oriole would probably go too, but that's just an assumption.
Yeah, they follow. They show you where they live and all that, and they say goodnight. Most of them give you hugs.
Yeah, I do not try to hug the girl. Like, no.
She doesn't hug, but she definitely does that like
It's punch. Okay.
punch like on the shoulder.
Sounds good. And then I'll go with Ariel to the tavern, I guess.
I know Calypso went to the bar. Candela is following after Calypso.
Just to be an annoying little shit.
Inga, is there something that you would like to do?
I'm gonna try to find a body of water that's close to the bar.
Yeah, there's plenty of barrels outside of the bar filled with water.
Okay.
Uriel is going to head to the post office.
Okay.
Or the maybe yeah, basically the post office.
Yep. The bird office.
The office of the bird.
The burbs.
After so the kids are all off home and stuff. Is he's going to take some time, kind of just chilling outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone looks at him, he seems trying to write a letter, and then crumpling it up and throwing it away, and then trying again. And eventually, he gets what he wants down and seals it up, and he takes out his badge and uses the wax from the post office to put his seal on it before when he seals it and hands it off to the burbs, and I will get that to you here in a bit.
Cool.
Can I see one of the? Can I pick up one of the discarded drafts?
You probably grab one while he's inside getting the seal done.
So you're at the post office with Uriel?
Yeah, because I assume we were traveling.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. You followed him. Yes. So you picked up one of his discarded.
Yeah, whatever
Right.
the last one that he threw.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'll pick up all of them because I don't like literaires.
That's fair.
Okay.
But I am going to read the last one.
Okay.
Hmm.
If you want to, Uriel, you can send Fractum a message briefly explaining what goes on in the letter if you want to.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Here in a minute. But yeah.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Oh, he's a cat. He's the long cat.
All right. So you guys do that. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I'll probably have a conversation with Oriel on the way back to the tavern, but since Nate is sending messages to us respectively, if you want to target the other people.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna send the brief synopsis to Brian, then I'm gonna send the other one to you, Hannah.
Okay.
If Candela tries to sit at my table, I literally kick the chair.
She just lays flat on the ground when you do that.
Inger, you said you wanted to find water, right? Yeah, so you find a couple of barrels filled with water outside of the bar.
Okay, I'm gonna try to contact my best friend.
Okay, roll religion.
Hi.
The best friend.
Yes. My best friend. And then we're gonna try this dice. I've been trying it out with Inga. Inga, why did I say her name like that?
No.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
What did I have to roll again?
Religion.
Okay, I thought that's what you said, but my brain barfed. Sheesh! 18.
Nice. So you see that familiar rippling effect over the water before the very ugly mug of your best friend shows up in the water with its angler's light kind of hanging over its face. And he goes, "Ah, yeah. And how are you?"
I'm pretty alright. I have some news.
Oh, yes. Well, don't let me stop you.
Well, our group decided to help some kids. All of them are my age, but they're kind of losers. So we took these losers to what was it called again? Fort? Like a castle? It was like an abandoned castle area?
A fort.
I think so.
Which
It
one?
was well, where am I right now? Where am I right now?
You were in Creston and City Willow.
Okay. Creston, the one in Creston.
Fort Fleta, I presume.
You know it?
I know of it. I've heard tales. What did it
Interesting.
look like?
Well, run down, spooky, had a lot of loose weapons around, so me and my friend Candela got to play and reenact battles together. That was nice for a bit. But then we came across someone that wasn't supposed to be there.
Who?
This lady, and she was looking for something or snooping out something in the fort. And I might have provoked her, and she started to attack everyone, or well, she attacked me, so naturally everyone attacked her. And after fighting for a bit, we ended up removing a curse from her, and she went on and on about how people were watching and people were always listening and they know everything about us, which I just realized includes me. Ooh.
Oh my.
Yes, and just before we could really get any information out of her, she disintegrated.
Oh my. Well, that's quite the predicament.
Yes, and it was in front of those kids.
Oh,
So
no.
they are. Yeah, so they don't want to go ghost hunting anymore.
That's a shame.
Do you? Right? I know. I told them that. Now, do you know of any sort of curse or power that would cause someone to disintegrate like that?
Any power? No.
No? That little shake in your head, the no seemed very suspicious.
Do you want to roll insight?
Sheesh, yes, I do.
Okay, roll insight.
Rolling a insight on your own patron.
He's my best friend, it's fine. 16.
This fish is lying through his long, sharp teeth.
You big meanie. What aren't you telling
What?
me? You're not telling me something.
Ingo, there are a lot of things that I don't tell you.
Why not? I'm the one out here on the surface telling you everything that I find. The least that you could do is help me to understand what's going on. What if I'm in danger? Then you'll have no one else to look up on the surface for you.
I'm not
Plus, I'll be
worried about
dead,
you.
and that would be sad.
No. There are things that you are not ready for, dear.
But you know what would cause someone to disintegrate.
That I do.
That's annoying. And she's gonna start like stroking her hair and like playing with it. I mean, I just witnessed someone disintegrate in front of my face, and I was pretty fine with that. I'm sure I could handle whatever you know.
Not yet. Perhaps soon, but not yet.
Soon? Okay. Well, I'm going to hold you to that.
Don't hold your breath too long. Very grown up, very mature.
I know, I'm such a big grown up person. You should be scared of me. I am your elder.
If you knew how old I was, you would be terrified.
Oh, how old are you? No, let me guess. Like 10,000 years old. I can see it in your wrinkles.
I'm offended.
I'm sorry. You know I meant that in a funny way. Come on. Come on. You're gorgeous. You look great for your age.
Well, I hope you're being truthful about that comment.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know many big fish like you, so I think you look wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'll let you know if any more people disintegrate. And you are going to tell me what's going on soon.
Sometime soon. Perhaps.
You okay?
Yes, I'm trying to do a thing, and it's like not at all helping. There we go. Got it. Ha!
Nice.
It's important thing. Anyway. But he says, I must go. I have other things to attend to.
So do I.
You take care of yourself, all right?
You too. Trying not to do anything stupid without me.
How about you try not to do anything stupid without me?
I can't promise that.
You never can.
That's why you like me.
That's why you're less annoying than the others.
Sheesh.
And he says, all right. I must go. Contact me again when you learn more information.
Okay.
And there's ripples, and his face is gone.
Nice. I'll head to the bar that everyone else is at.
Okie dokie. Give me one moment.
Right, I added an additional detail. And hand.
Yes, I got it. Aggressive typing.
I'm
Ma. Everyone knows Juanita. The guy is a different color.
damn it, Hannah. Now I have Poker Face playing in my head. Thank you. Not back at my face.
Okay. All right. So, most of you are back at the bar. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, I'm sure you guys all get a couple rounds, right?
I get milk.
Milk. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a pretty quiet, peaceful night. He. Who am I talking about? Yeah, so everyone's having a pretty good time, all things considering.
Like as soon as the Darwin is done with the second round, he's gonna put his tankard down. I'm gonna secure myself room and board and turn in early for the night.
Okay.
And he'll head to the bar, basically sign himself up for a room, and then he'll head up to the room.
Okie dokie. All right, so you head up to your room. Is there anything you would like to do before you head to bed?
Darwin will, once he shuts the door, he locks it.
Mm-hmm.
And once he gets settled down, he's going to read the note.
Okay.
And like as he's reading, a smile creeps up on his face. Then he rolls it up and puts it neatly back into his pouch, and then heads to bed.
Okie dokie. Anybody else?
I'll just get my own room and go up after I step over Candela in the middle of the floor.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Sorry. She's just comfortable on the floor.
Okay. Calypso, is there anything you would like to do in your room?
Uriel's going to drink. He's gonna have a couple of the drinks before he goes to bed. He's like, I can't believe I just did that. Shot. Goes to bed.
No, I think she just continues to drink herself to sleep.
Fair enough. Candela?
Yes.
Is there anything that you would like to do?
Eventually sit up and just sit at the table if anybody else is still there. I keep burping, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Probably Uriel, just having some drinks, kind of looking, staring out the window like, like, what have I done?
You okay? I'm gonna take that as a no.
I did something I've been putting off for a long time, and I can't help but wonder if it's going to explode, metaphorically speaking.
Fractum clears their throat from across the table.
Candel's gonna look to Fractum. What did he do?
I'll let him tell you, if he wants to.
And she's gonna lean to them and kind of whisper, okay, but like if he doesn't tell me, will you tell me later?
Yes, bitch, I got you, bitch.
Yes, bitch, I love you, bitch.
No, Joey. I am an excellent secret keeper.
You're just sitting here like, I can hear.
No, you can't. I'm whispering to them.
Whispering is fine.
I sent a letter to someone that I haven't seen in some time, but given what they do for a living, I felt that I need to get in contact with them for various reasons.
I want to roll an insight on him and like figure out if he's like talking about like an actual like a former business partner or like a romantic interest.
Okay.
Business.
Roll insight, and Uriel, are you trying to
I'm
cover
rolling
it
the
up?
fuck out of this deception.
Okay, so you roll deception.
Is this a business partner or a business partner?
That's a 12 for me.
What did you roll? Oh my god! Wait, somebody clip that, because I have never seen you roll anything lower than a 10.
I'm waiting for it to catch up so I can clip it.
It's either I don't roll more than a 10 with this, but this particular die is usually kind to me. But it's like, no, you will suffer. That or my modifier.
Wow!
That or my modifier is high enough so that it doesn't matter if I roll bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Candela, what can you tell her, Uriel?
What she can tell is that as he's actively thinking about it, there is some darkness in his cheeks.
She's gonna lean.
He's a little pink.
Is it? She seeing the pink. She's gonna have that shit-eating grin like SpongeBob does when it's like, "Why are you acting so nervous? And why are you spitting so much?" She's just go. Is it someone
You like
you
Krabby Patties,
like,
don't you?
Uriel? Is it someone you like?
Tell us a story.
It's someone I knew when I was younger and a shithead. And if anything, they are the reason I decided to actually do what is now my job. Because he kind of like looks off a bit. I disappointed her. And that disappointing my father is nothing new. Very high standards, kind of an ass. But this was different. I don't know. But she is it is both a personal and a professional sort of thing. She needs to know about what we've been doing and what we know and problems that are arising. And I don't want to send that in the letter, so I'm trying to see if she's available to meet up. And what I'm drinking about is I haven't seen her for 2 years. Physically seen her in 2 years. You shut your pie hole.
What? Hey! Do I?
Uriel, that's no way to speak to a lady.
I could have said much worse, and you both know that.
Do it.
Yeah.
You fucking won't.
Insight check.
They have actually matured.
Do any of us really mature, though?
Well, when we don't really have much of a choice, we tend to.
I don't believe that.
Well, if you gave it a try every now and again, you might learn.
That's boring.
Being an adult is boring sometimes.
I know.
But it also has you going out and do the things that we already do, so.
I think I'll just stick with my monastery after this.
That's perfectly fine. I'm sure
I
you
don't know, Candela. You're quite the adventurer.
I don't think the world is ready for these guns.
That's fair.
If you didn't already have inspiration, I'd give you inspiration.
I have inspiration already.
Is fair.
Granted, I could have used my inspiration for that, but I'm just like, you know what? No, I deserve this. I've committed murder so many times the last year because my rolls just wouldn't let me miss. But
All right. Is there anything else that you guys want to do before we call it a night?
I actually did want to talk to Uriel on the way to the tavern from the mail place, but we were waiting for his response for the message that he sent. Is it possible to just retcon to that conversation? Or like rewind?
I mean, sure, but the message that he sent is gonna take a couple days to get to the person, and then
no. I know. I wanted to have a one-on-one conversation with him before we got back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
In the meantime, Candela will pay for a room for the night and head to bed. Do her ritual stuff.
Okie dokie.
Anita.
How much is a room?
5 wood.
What
So
is
that would be
I have
2 seed.
Aye. Yes.
Yeah, when I create this next campaign, fuck my own currency system. I'm going with the gold again.
that's the trick. It's just like, I have this really cool unified currency system. How does it work again?
Honestly.
It's a private system.
Yeah. So yeah, Uriel will be exiting in the retcon. We now exiting the post office.
Okie dokie.
Who's Anita?
Why do you ask?
Because you littered all over the sidewalk letters to this person. They must be important. For you to litter.
I know it's not in my nature to litter. I do apologize. But stressed about the letters themselves.
Okay. Well, as long as you feel guilty. And then Tractum will burn the letters that are in their hand. You don't have to tell me who Anita is if you don't want to.
The person I was sending the letters to is all.
I was able to glean that information. Thank you, though. We have something slightly more pressing.
Likely the shiny things that have found both of us.
Yes, and also the warning from that poor girl who seemed to be not entirely under her own, how shall we say, control? Will?
It seemed like some kind of conditioning that was amplified by magic, if I had to guess.
Well, there was also a very tricky failsafe that came with it.
Well, when you're a secret order of whatever the fuck their actual goal is, you have to have those fail safes in case people are captured. And what I'm curious about is this one must have been at least somewhat of a higher rank than our wayward duo back in Ember, since they didn't burst into flames or melt. Granted, one didn't have the chance to, but that's neither here nor there. And the magic she used is also quite concerning.
Yes, there was a dark element to it. Well, perhaps we should stay close to one another.
I'm not sure
At
what I'm
least for
going
the
to.
time being.
Yes. I'm not sure. It seems to pick people. Not sure why it picked me in that instance, but
Yes, I have no explanation for mine either.
a lot of unanswered questions that concern me. If they're a group that's willing to imply that kind of magic, I've run into it briefly for more leftovers. The skeleton, really. Found it in a cave off the mountain. No person in a dark robe wiggling their fingers at it. It just sort of wandering around with a sword. Put it down, but that was someone who knew what they were doing with it. Unnatural.
Uriel, there's something more pressing that I don't think you've quite realized yet.
Hmm?
If people are able to be controlled in this way, and they're always watching us, who's to say one of us isn't already being controlled?
There's a potential risk, but trying to analyze which one of us might be unknowingly working for
Yeah.
the enemy is
A witch hunt, yes, I know. And I don't, I'm not one to cast aspersions on others, but we should also tread lightly on that account.
you're not wrong. I've taken considerable I have given it thought. It's rather sinister sort of workings.
Well, Inga is new to our group, and Calypso seems to not want to be anywhere in particular ever. So,
Calypso's lack of autonomy seems to be more deity based. Harder to read, but if she meant to do us great harm, she would have found a way to do it already. And Inga's a kid. She wants to experience the world and doesn't know much better.
those are both good friends, as is being a monk from a monastery and suddenly wanting to see the world. Or perhaps an elk dad trying to find children in the wilderness to round up. Dear God, it's already starting. The cogs in my brain. I think I perhaps need to drink before I spiral out of control here.
Yes, or a vagabond councilman, or a audit, or a unique oddity that seems to appear in spirit will.
I didn't even think about her. God, she's so fabulous, though. All right, well, let's tread lightly.
Yes. Keep that spell you had handy. I imagine it won't be the last time we'll have to use it on one of them.
Luckily, I can use it a couple times a day. All right, well, we're at the tavern here, and Fractum will open the door for you.
Thank you. I require several shots.
I'll have the same.
And then we did the thing, and now we're going to bed.
Right.
Fractum normally would stay in the lobby, but instead is going to stay in the hallway where the rooms are.
Okay.
Just keeping watch.
All right.
Uriel is going to before he goes to bed, he's going to sort of pop out the coin and hold the crystal at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
sort of do the turning in his hands. So this is weird.
Are you trying to contact Batya?
Yeah.
Okay, roll religion.
Okay. Religion. Religion. Where's the rest? Oh, that's more like it. 19.
Okay, yeah, you feel that familiar wind blow through you, and you hear a yes.
So, hold it up. The hell is this? Popped out of
The crystal?
Yeah, it popped out of a grave into my hand. That was on the list of weird things that just happened. It's up there.
That is a very important piece of history. What you hold in your hand is incredibly powerful and incredibly important. My question is, are you sure you want to know more?
I need want isn't really a factor. I need to be prepared. I need to know what I have. So if I have, I don't even know how I would use it, or if I can. But I need to know as much as I can about this thing. If there's more out there and they're dangerous and any old person could have one and not know what it is, it's something I need to be aware of.
Very well. And you feel this like tug on the back of your shoulder, and you turn around, and as you turn around, you come face to face with a ghostly figure of a woman who reaches her hand out and touches your forehead, and your vision goes black completely before you start seeing these pictures flash before your eyes of a horrible of like battles and war, and on the you can see all of Pandor from like a bird's eye view, and the 4 forts glow really brightly, and from those forts you can hear war cries and screaming and fighting, and little one dark spot on the map starts to spread, and it zooms in to a figure, and you can't see who it is. It's way too blurry. You can't see the details, can't tell if it's male or female. You have no idea. But they hold this big, like, crystal in their hands, and it glows and it shudders and it shakes and it splits apart suddenly. The person didn't expect it to happen, and like people scramble for this thing, scramble for it, and over you can see all of these pictures just twist over time, thousands upon thousands of years, where these crystals have been passed down, traded, shared, sold, all this kinds of stuff, till they've all been separated completely. And you hear Batya's voice say, with the right kind of power, these crystals combined can have a power that is catastrophic or incredibly redeeming. And you see the crystals come together to form that piece, that big piece again, and it shines this very big light. And you come back to the real world, and it's just your room. You don't see anybody or anything in it. But yeah, so you come to and you hear Batia say, these crystals were used for great evil, but they can be used for great good. And that is why there is a race of sorts to gain all the pieces.
Go before she died. Quite horrifically. She made it very imperative to find them before the rest do. And this god killer is after them as well. That title, aside from being a bit gaudy, that title concerns me. As long as I've been alive, I've only ever known you three. And I don't know what gods they could have killed. How does one even kill a god? It seems incredibly complicated. Of course, this could just be a fancy title they gave themselves to sound cool. People have done it before, but I can't afford to take it that lightly.
The title is concerning indeed. It is not easy at all to kill a god. We are immortal beings for a reason. We are on a higher plane for a reason.
Part of my instinct tells me they may not be from Pandor. Not the mainland, anyway. So perhaps they've killed a god somewhere else in the world, or found something somewhere. They seem, from everyone, the way their own people talk about them, it seems so disconnected. This is all this organization and all this secrecy and all this level, and then there's just some angry person called the God Killer that is running the show, but it seems so disjointed.
You're precisely right. Darkness, pain, evil itself will never make sense. It's not supposed to. Evil is just an imitation of the light. This darkness claims to be strong, claims to have followers, yet everyone in it has different reasons that do not line up in the end.
And some have been forced into those reasons. The minds reshaped into what is needed. That girl who's using magic that no sane person would ever wield. That is dark, dark stuff. But she seemed to be, if If anything, she was terrified. She was on her last breaths, but that wasn't what she was scared of. She was scared of something far more terrifying than death.
Death sometimes is a mercy.
But I really should get my head out of my ass about all this, shouldn't I? He just kind of nods and sort of looks down at the crystal and then kind of grips the coin tighter. I think I'm ready for whatever the next step is. I know I'm not the only one fighting this war. I'm not the only one fighting these things, but and I have to try to remember that. But I want to be as great a help as I can.
I see. Very well. When the time is right, I will approach you with the next step.
For now, I need to sleep and I need to concentrate.
You rest. You have taken in a lot of pressure today.
If Fractum's right, which I think they might be, this is going to get very, very complicated. He'll sort of turn the coin over again and put it back in its slot. And
As you do that, you hear her say, "Rest well, my child." And you feel that wind blow through you and leave.
and he'll tuck the he'll sort of like he'll get some of the twine he'd use for like tightening his armor, and he'll like remake sort of a necklace sort of thing and tuck the crystal under his shirt.
Okay.
Sort of, and then flop into bed.
Cool. All right. Is there anything else that anybody wants to do before we do the last shot for the evening? Okay.
Do 50 push-ups and then I tombstone on my bed.
Okie dokie. Fractum?
I'm good.
All right. So the last shot that we see for the night, as you all go to sleep, or most of you go to sleep, it fades to black before fading back in a completely different place. It's dark, and there is a small kind of round figure sitting on the floor, illuminated by a light of the moon through a window. And it's a very, very old woman sitting there, has a crap ton of boxes surrounding her. A owl flies and sits on her shoulder, and she takes one of the boxes and wiggles her fingers at it, casts a spell, and it sparks a little bit, and as she opens the box, it screams. And she closes it, opens it again, it screams, closes it, opens it again, it screams, and you just hear her go, as that is the end of our session tonight. To be continued.
What the fuck?
We get this great big dramatic, well, I will show you the truth of things. And we end with you're as being a fucking spat.
I imagine when she opens it, it's the screaming goat kind of scream.
cue Tom Waits song. What's he building in there?
That was awesome.
I'm gonna go to bed like right now because
Go to
I have to get my teeth stolen tomorrow in the
Yes.
morning.
Yeah,
That is gonna be you.
All four.
Oh, Just be extra
Oh.
cautious not to use a straw.
Yeah, my mom just told me about that.
Oh
She
yeah,
was like, "You don't want to use the straw," and I was like, "What? That sounds awful."
so yeah, you don't want to like do the thing where you create suction in your mouth, like, and you also want to just make sure that you follow all the orders from the dentist because dry socket is not fun. But you'll be fine. You'll be good. In 2 weeks, you won't even know. You won't even know that you had your wisdom teeth out.
I hope so.
Anyway, good luck with that, hon.
Thank
Yes.
you. Good
No.
night, guys.
Night-night.
Bye.
Anesthesia videos, please.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yes,
will.
send us the blackmail.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna head off as well because I am very tired.
Una.
I feel the need to say that the Calypso alt vibe is amazing.
Awesome.
Like I normally don't toot my own horn, but like
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
vibe it.
done dark lipstick in so long.
It works.
I love it.
I believe the term is damn.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here. Thank you for whoever stuck around to watch. I make no promises for any other games this week because last week we canceled 3 games.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so I don't make any promises for any live streams this week. If we go live, you'll get a notification from me. Or from Mitch if Mitch goes live on Thursday.
I am saying that there will be a game on Thursday.
Yay!
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
As long as you don't suddenly feel the need to collapse into a heap.
Which is
Yeah,
totally fine.
no, like how bad did I look?
You went real
looked
pale real fast.
Yeah.
Like real pale real fast.
Oy. That's
Alright.
not fun.
We're gonna head off for the night. Thank you all for stopping by, and we'll see you all in the next one. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, y'all.
Bye.